Hello everyone, welcome to InstaClass by Amity Online. So you're looking for a job. No matter which stage of your career you're in, you always need to put yourself into the employer's perspective and start thinking. And that is a short way for you to get your job search strategy in place. So what are they looking for? They're looking for someone who can take a certain role within the company and are a fit for that role so that they can handle it independently. And at the same time, they probably require little to no supervision so that the organization is optimized resources wise. So how do you make sure that happens? How do you make sure that an organization which has a vacancy waiting for you knows that you exist, knows that you have all these fantastic skills and experience and qualification that matches that job? Right? So it happens in multiple stages. So it's important that you're aware of these stages. So the first and foremost thing that happens is job search happens in two ways. One way is passive, which is most widely known, where you're going through these job portals, you're looking for vacancies available, and you're applying based on the job role that you're looking for, be it sales, be it marketing, and based on title wise. But there's also another way of doing this. There's an active way of searching for jobs where you are targeting companies. So let's say you make a list of companies that you want to work with and you have a list of roles that you want to work in. So now what you do is you now need to target them. So one way to do this is to go through their organization's website, study, find a contact detail. From there, preferably it's an email ID, and write to them. Here I would invite you to learn how to draft a good cover letter, which will have your resume attached, right? So that is one way of doing this. Another way of doing this is through networking. So you are actually now on LinkedIn and looking for people who are working in these companies, especially in the domain that you're looking to join. And now you're looking to have conversations. So here I would invite you to develop your networking skills so that you're able to actually not just find the right people who would help you, but also take the conversation forward in a way that they not just end up giving you the information that you're looking for, but also support you. Let's say tomorrow even vouch for your credibility, tomorrow give you a referral as well. Right? So working on your networking skills is also important if you're looking to target that dream job, right? So these are active and passive ways of doing this. There is of course more to it, but I want to give you some more information so that you have a couple of things that you can actually start applying right now so that you can start utilizing these practical tips. So here are some important tips for you to note when you're in a job search mode. Most importantly, it happens as a process, right? So your resume needs to go forward for the interview stage, for you to be interviewed so that you can get selected, right? If it's a mutual fit. So how do you make sure your resume goes through? You've sent an application. How do you make sure? So your resume needs to be a fit for the role itself. So what I'm talking about here is look at your resume, make it one page if you have, let's say, less than 5 years of experience. 2 pages are okay when you have more experience than that. In that one page, I want you to look at it like a marketing document. A marketing document that is going to market you, that you are a fit for this role. How will you make it? How will you make sure that this document works for you? You have to study the job description and you have to look at your resume and bring it to a point where it is roughly a 70% fit. So in terms of the responsibilities that they want this candidate to handle, in terms of the candidate profile, are you a fit? Look at the years of experience they're looking for. Look at the skills they are looking for and see if you've highlighted them in your resume as well. See what are they prioritizing. Have you prioritized them in your resume as well? Are keywords matching? If they are looking for someone with good people management skills, that word needs to feature in your resume as well with supportive statements. Let's say you highlight something and then you also have quantifiable, measurable achievements to support that, right? So customize your resume based on the job description. It improves the chances of you getting through. Moving on, let's say it has gone through, I would also recommend going prepared for interviews. It is so underrated what happens when you go through the interview stage and you just end up going instead of actually taking the time to prepare. So I would love for you to research the company you're going for that interview for. Research the people. If you have information who's going to interview you, research the people who's going to interview you, right? And then at the same time, I would also love to be absolutely clear about your resume and the job description as well, the role for which you're going to get interviewed. Prepare for behavioral questions. Prepare. They're going to ask you questions which are situation based, behavior based, which gives you an opportunity to tell a story. Here, I would invite you to work on your storytelling skills, right? So in a short class like this, I'm sure it's not possible for me to give you more on the skills individually, but to improve upon your chances of landing that dream job, I definitely would love for you to grow or build your storytelling skills, your networking skills, and at the same time, I would love for you to work on your mindset. Job search is a hard process. It is stressful, but you can sail through if you have a right strategy in place. And in all of this, I invite you to have a lot of patience and a lot of trust on yourself. I wish you all the best, and I hope you land the opportunity that you've been looking for. Have a good day. Take care.